Okay, so this is my quarantine setup right now, and I know it's not much. It's only a 2.5 gallon, which is pretty small, but they are not going to be in here for very long. I think 2 or 3 weeks maximum, because I trust this pet store quite a bit, and I got the other fish I got from the same pet store, so I doubt that there are any parasites or anything, but I just want to be careful. Because that's the best thing to do when you get new animals. Be extra careful for them. Now, this looks kind of crazy right now because of all the stuff going on, but I will explain. I already have 2 fish tanks. Both of them have filters, both of them have heaters, both of them have thermometers, and actually I do have a third one for this, which is important, so I made sure to have a third one. But I really didn't want to have to go out and buy a filter and heater for this tiny tank, especially since I'm only going to be using it really as a quarantine tank every now and then. So I decided to rig up this heating mat. It's all around the tank, so it's not being crushed at all. And I don't think it's going to get wet where it is. And I can actually change the heat. So I just keep an eye on the temperature, and I'll make sure it stays between 78 and 80-ish. And then I made my own filter, and I learned how to do this from a YouTube video. I will link it. Whoop, sorry for my shaky hand. So I will insert the video on how to below. But the media I have in there is just like a scrubby thing for dishes that I can reuse. It's good for biological stuff. Some polyester filling, which I'll replace as it gets really dirty. Some jubilees, so flattened marble stones, and some big stones just to hold the whole contraption down because they kept floating. And I think it works really well. The entrance is small, and it's so close to the bottom that I'm not worried about the fish getting sucked in there at all or anything. And I'm getting adult guppies. I won't be putting any babies in here. At least not right now. Not with this setup. So yeah, right now it's about 80 degrees in there. Everything seems good. I have a lid to stop my cats from reaching in because this is right next to their cat bed. And I'm really excited. My friend is gonna go pick me up soon. And I will let you know how it goes. Okay, so I got my guppies, and I'm super excited to show you guys them. And I will in their bags first, and then I'll float their bags in the tank. But before I can float their bags in the tank, I need to remove some of the water from the tank because I didn't realize how full I made it. So that is what I'm going to do. Okay, so here are the fish. I have one, this is my favorite. Gorgeous leopard yellow male. He looks like he changes colors. He's so beautiful. He's so beautiful. So I'm gonna float him in the tank. Wow. I'm probably gonna need to remove even more water. And then I have the 4 females I got. I wanted to get 3 females for every male, but I only got 2 females per male. And I only got 2 males. Because sorry, I'm out of breath. The store was pretty much out of female guppies, which they said like doesn't normally happen, but so they only had these Endler guppies as females. All the other guppies that were colorful and regular and fancy and whatnot were all males. So I have these pretty gray girls. So I'm floating those. And before I add the last guy, who I will show you, who I'm pretty sure he's just like a regular fancy tail. Very pretty still though, look at him. Gorgeous. Anyway, I'm gonna remove some water from the tank and then float him and then wait. I also wanted to mention there was a super stressful situation that happened while I was at the pet store. Well, more stressful for the workers of the pet store than for me. But these people who couldn't speak English super well, and that's not why it's stressful, they were very adamant on buying 5 betta fish males, and it sounded like they wanted to put them in one tank, and the people were trying so hard to explain why they couldn't do that, and it was just this really overwhelming situation, and I still don't know how it's gonna end. Like, I have a feeling they're just gonna end up lying and saying, okay, yeah, we'll put them in separate tanks and then take them home and put them together. But there's only so much you can do. It just, that store worker, she looked so stressed out and frustrated. Like, I feel like I would have been crying and stuff, so I feel like she handled herself pretty well, but that was stressful. So anyway, I will show you guys my beautiful guppies swimming around. I'm so excited. They're so small, and I will show you their tank. So here we are. This ridiculousness is the heat mat. It's 80 degrees, and it's been consistently 80 degrees for quite a while in here. And there are the guys floating. I had to take out this much water to have them float, because I have 3 bags and they're all filled with quite a decent amount of water. So you can see the 2 beautiful males here and then all the females over there. And this media right here in this pink bag is from my other tank to help spread all the good bacteria, and all the water from here is from the other tank too. And I'm gonna drip acclimate them once they've gone to the right temperature. No. So these guys have temperature acclimated from sitting in their tank, and you can't see, I am going to put this guy's water, be careful here, make sure there's enough for him to swim in once I get him in there. Yeah, okay, and then I'll just pour this whole guy in with his water. There we go, nice and smooth. There we go. That seems to be smooth way to release some. There we go. Now I'm going to remove some of the water from this because there's too much. And then every 5 minutes I'm going to slowly add some water from their new tank into this bowl to acclimate them properly. Okay, sorry about the darkness. The sun has set. I moved the filter to the back of the tank. I've been drip acclimating these guys for about half an hour, and I'm going to net them into the new tank. The reason the net looks so weird is because I made it from a much larger net, because this netting is much thinner than the netting on my other small net. So here we go. I would be using 2 hands for this, but I need the camera, obviously. I try to let them swim out as much as I can. I feel so bad shocking them like this, but I know that it's probably upsetting me even more than them because they get over it so fast. Come on, baby. Wow, look at how beautiful those males are. Now I know this tank is very small, but this isn't their home forever. This is just the quarantine. Hello! So it has been about a day, a little over a day, since I brought the guppies home. And it is consistently, even when I slept for quite a few hours and the mat went off, the heat mat, it's consistently stayed between 76 and 78-ish degrees. So this is working quite well. Filter's working. You can actually see how all the gunk at the bottom is quite over there because it's been slowly pulled towards the bottom of that. And what I'm gonna do, hello, this is Mo, and that's Larry, and I haven't named any of the girls because I cannot tell them apart. Mo's being really cute. I love that he has black on his pectoral fins, so you can actually see that he's moving. This lady here, you can't see her pectoral fins really at all, so it just looks like she's floating, which is also cool. But anyway, yeah, you can see here it's 78 or 79-ish. And that's how it's been all day. Anyway, I wanted to show you guys that since this is such a small tank, I don't want to let all the waste build up at all. So I am going to use a turkey baster to just quickly suck it up. It's been a couple hours since I fed them, so I know that none of this is really good food for them or anything. Anyway, I'll do this once a day, and every couple days I'll add some clean water from the other tank, the established tank. And after about a week, if these guys are all doing really well, seeming super healthy, then I'm gonna add them to the big tank, and I am so excited. I actually really love how this DIY filter looks. I love seeing inside the filter, and apparently the bubbler filter is really good for building bacteria because of how much it oxygenates everything. So, yellow one is Larry, dark one with the bright, like fiery tail is Mo. I love the spots on Mo's tail too. I like big speckles on fish a lot. Sorry that my SHs have been so whistly. They aren't normally. That's pretty much it. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Had a really good... You can see how small this tank is and how tiny these fish are. The fish are already so attractive. Oh, I also wanted to mention, within like 10 minutes of adding the guppies to the tank, both of the males were excitedly chasing the females around trying to mate. So they definitely didn't get too stressed out by the journey here. It's awesome that such beautiful fish can be really hardy fish too. I've never owned guppies before. I know they're like the staple beginner fish, but I've never gotten the chance to, so I'm really excited, because if I had gotten the chance to, I probably wouldn't have cared for them properly because I didn't have all the information. But now I do, so I can give them everything they need and make sure that everything's great. Hope you guys are doing really well. Have a great day, and I will see you in my next video.